If hardship made you stop praying on time, stop trusting Allah, or start envying people who disobey Him, then the problem isn't your hardship, it's how weak your understanding of Allah has become. Hardship becomes dangerous when you believe it means something has gone wrong. When difficulty appears, most people immediately ask themselves, "What did I do wrong?" That single question quietly shapes how pain is understood. It turns hardship into evidence. Evidence of failure, evidence of rejection, evidence that Allah is displeased. This series is not about motivation. It is not about quick reminders or emotional highs that fade. This series is about understanding. Understanding how Allah works with the believer through difficulty, through delay, and through moments that feel confusing. Each episode explores a question many people carry silently: why hardship hurts, why patience feels heavy, and why du'a feels unanswered. We will use authentic hadiths not as quotes, but as lenses to understand modern life, work, money, loneliness, pressure, and faith in a distracted world. This is not content to rush. It is content to sit with. If you stay with this series, your relationship with hardship will change. Not because life becomes easier, but because clarity replaces confusion. Today, hardship rarely arrives dramatically. It arrives as pressure. Bills that stretch your income, work that drains your energy, relationships that slowly cool. It arrives as praying on time yet still feeling anxious, making du'a yet seeing no immediate change. And in that silence, the mind fills the gap. Maybe Allah is unhappy with me. Maybe this is punishment. Islam corrects this thinking directly. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "No fatigue, nor disease, nor sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a Muslim, even the prick of a thorn, except that Allah expiates some of his sins because of it." This is narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. This hadith does not describe punishment. It describes purification. Something is being removed, not added. Notice how small the examples are: fatigue, sadness, emotional pain, not dramatic disasters. Islam acknowledges quiet suffering, the exhaustion you don't explain, the disappointment you keep private. None of it is dismissed. If hardship were punishment, it would add weight. This hadith describes removal, and removal is mercy. Modern life teaches people that success equals comfort. Islam never made that promise. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, experienced hunger, loss, rejection, and grief. If hardship meant abandonment, the most beloved of Allah would have been spared. Instead, he was trusted with it. Hardship is not evidence that Allah is distant. It may be evidence that Allah is involved. Punishment hardens the heart. Purification softens it. Ask yourself quietly, has hardship made you more reflective, more aware of Allah, less attached to outcomes, or more resentful, more distant, more bitter? The same hardship produces different results, which tells you something important. The hardship itself is not the problem. The interpretation is. Many people assume Allah's favor is measured by ease. Islam measures it by closeness. Hardship often pulls you closer. It strips illusions, forces honesty, and exposes what you truly rely on. Without difficulty, many hearts remain distracted. Hardship interrupts that distraction. Islam does not glorify suffering. It gives suffering meaning. And meaning makes pain survivable. If you are carrying something heavy right now, do not rush to label it. Do not assume punishment. Sit with the possibility that Allah is removing something you no longer need. In the next episode, we explore a deeper truth: why Allah tests those He loves most. Remain with this series, because this understanding changes everything that follows in Part 2. If Allah only loved people with easy lives, the most obedient would suffer the least. But reality shows the opposite. That should disturb you. Many people believe Allah's love is proven by how smooth life feels, by doors opening quickly and prayers being answered immediately. But Islam does not define love this way. This episode addresses a truth many people resist, that Allah's love is often expressed through testing. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "When Allah loves a servant, He tests him." This statement unsettles modern thinking because love today is associated with comfort. Islam associates love with growth. Gold is not purified without heat. The test is not harm, it is refinement. People often ask, why me? Islam reframes the question, why not you? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was asked who is tested the most. He replied, the prophets, then those most like them, then those most like them. The closest to Allah were not spared hardship, they were trusted with it. Hardship is not assigned randomly, it is assigned according to capacity. This is why some people carry more, because they are capable of more, even if they do not see it yet. Testing reveals sincerity. Ease hides it. When things are comfortable, faith is easy. When things are heavy, faith is revealed. Many people worship Allah as long as life behaves. Testing answers the question, will you trust Allah without guarantees? This does not mean the test will be quick or that clarity will arrive immediately. It means Allah is shaping you. What patience actually means. Pain becomes dangerous when it feels meaningless. Most people can endure difficulty if they understand why. But when hardship feels random, unfair, or endless, that is when it starts to break people. This episode explores how patience in Islam does not remove pain but transforms it, not into denial or silence, but into elevation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Patience is at the first strike of calamity." This is recorded in Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. This hadith is uncomfortable because it highlights the moment of impact. The moment you hear the news, read the message, or realize something has gone wrong. Not later, not after emotions settle, but at the first strike. That is where patience is formed. Today, calamities often arrive quietly. An unexpected email, a job rejection, a sudden expense, or a relationship growing distant. No dramatic collapse, just a tightening in the chest. And in that moment, the mind races. Why is this happening to me? Why does everyone else seem fine? Patience is not emotional numbness. It is emotional discipline. It is allowing yourself to feel pain without letting pain rewrite your beliefs. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, experienced grief and sorrow, but he never allowed hardship to turn into resentment toward Allah. Patience is not passive. It is continuing to pray when motivation is gone, continuing to obey when life feels heavy, and continuing to trust when clarity has not arrived. Social comparison makes this harder. You see others progressing while you feel stuck. Patience resists the urge to compare and to conclude that Allah has favored others and forgotten you. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "How amazing is the affair of the believer! All of his affairs are good. If something good happens, he is grateful. If hardship strikes, he is patient." This is recorded in Sahih Muslim. Success is not the absence of hardship. Success is remaining aligned with Allah in every condition. Some hardships persist longer than expected, and patience begins to feel heavy. This is where many people break, not because of pain, but because of exhaustion. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Know that victory comes with patience, relief comes with distress, and ease comes with hardship." Patience does not remove the weight. It redistributes it. You stop carrying it alone. In the next episode, we will explore how Allah replaces what is lost, not always in the same form, but in a way that is better. Remain with this series and see you in the next video for episode 2. Subscribe to Sunnah Stars and turn on that notification bell for our next conversation together.